Hello, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of Scratch Golf Academy. Today, fast backswing versus slow, unpacking the pros. Do they all do it the same? They most certainly do not, but there is a common denominator. I'll show you that. And as the video goes, try to help you figure out what's right for you and drills to help you feel it. So the key is, again, not all pros do it the same. The key is having flow. All great players have flow in their swing. So you've got people like, say, Tom Watson of yesteryear, John Rahm of today. They're hitters. They have a lot of speed in their swing. It's pretty quick going back. John Rahm, super quick going back. Phil Mickelson, the late great Payne Stewart, long and flowing. There is a principle though. Let me show that to you on the phone, exactly how that works. Then we'll get out and we'll start to figure out what's right for you. Well, how can you figure out what's the tempo for you? Pitfalls, and then a caution at the end. So there's the free Scratch Golf Academy app. You'll see putting tempo trainer, swing tempo trainer, which is what we want to use. There's also green reading trainer. There is a 14-day trial up there for the video library, but just these trainers are free. There's a link below if you want to do that. Let's select swing tempo trainer. So you'll see a video of me. We don't want two of me talking. We'll X that out. That'll tell you how to use it. What you'll notice though, there are 4 choices. All of them are in a 3-to-1 ratio, say 21-7, 27-9, 18-6. That would be on the very quickest end of tour swinging, give or take a few exceptions, and the opposite at 27-9. Let's pick 24-8. Listen to this for a second. Now, the little video I X'd out shows you how to use that, but those beeps correspond to start of the swing, top of the backswing, impact. And they're pretty easy to use. You can use it at home. Just making practice swings, it's a great way to self-regulate and self-check so that as you're trying different things out, at least you're staying in that accepted model that they find almost all elite players are of a 3-to-1 ratio, 3 times longer to go back than it takes to return the club to the ball. So I would say having flow, staying within the context of those 3-to-1s, that tempo ratio, those are kind of the non-negotiables. Play around with those 4 options on the app that I just showed you. Try them out, see what's right for you. Now listen, if you're a physically strong person, if you're a fast twitch muscle sort of wired up, in other words, you could jump really quickly or jump really high, I should say, or move quickly, take advantage of it. You're probably more of a hitter. You have a physical advantage there. You're a little bit older and slower like me, or maybe you're just a long, lean type of physique. Well, you need motion and time and space in order to create speed. So that's probably more where you're going to go. Let's look at a few drills next to help you find out, at least within those contexts, how to get it working well. So regardless of what you're trying to do, we like a nice, fluid, smooth start to the takeaway, and that is not an easy thing to do. A lot of people get really stuck as they take the club away. Now, my old boss, David Leadbetter, used to have a great drill where he'd have players start the club forward a couple of feet and swing into their backswing. Wonderful drill. I'll show it to you here in a moment. And you can customize that. Let me do the drill once for you. Well, actually, I'm using the ball on a tee. I've got an 8-iron. I'm going to go over the top of the ball, forward, backwards, forward. And I really feel some flow in it. Hit that ball thin. That doesn't really matter right now. I'm working on something. Here's a couple of ways you can customize it. If you notice in your golf swing, this tends to be the problem in my golf swing, that if anything, you tend to move and jerk around and lose your balance. In other words, there's too much of this sort of stuff in your takeaway. There's not enough flow. Try to stress as you do this that you more just swing the arms and club at the beginning and let the body sort of get moving and flow along a little bit with it there. By the same token, I would say probably more typically, at least as typically, when I give golf lessons, people snatch the club in or move the golf club without really engaging their body. So in that case, feel a little bit more engagement as you go forward, even though the club's swinging a little bit more together. Let's try one like that. That felt nice and smooth. Kind of helps you get the thing going, and alternate some of those with hitting some regular shots. Do some on a small scale, big scale, and you'll start to find a nice fluid start to your backswing that gets you going. One final tip here, let's talk about it. Okay, how about stopping at the top? You hear that a lot. Well, let's talk about that for just a moment, because there's a couple of pitfalls here. I don't see too many great players that have an apparent obvious stop at the top, but there have been a few. But I think for most people, when they stop, they lose momentum. They tend to thrust too much. Their sequence gets bad. So I'm not recommending per se stopping. However, when you look at a great golfer swing, the arms and club momentarily do pause, but that doesn't mean everything's paused. They're flowing as they do that with their course. So a little slower at the top is okay. Stay in your 3-to-1. But the overall feeling of actually stopping, I don't think that's a good idea for most people. Hope this helps.